goes. All right, that's better-ish, I guess. Oh, no. Wearing a tow truck uniform. It's good to be back to work. I'm really happy about it. I'm finally making good money. And I still have the side gig of renting cars. I believe there's a link down in the description to my Turo. A lot of stuff has to line up. I believe it's either going to be Tuesday or Thursday. Right now it's lined up for Thursday. This was actually a specific request from a guy named Paul. We'll just leave it at that. A guy named Paul emailed me and he said he wanted to see a specific model from Instagram that was in Chicago, and he wanted to see her casted in like a very specific kind of cast. I'm not going to tell you what kind of cast, but it's a very specific type of cast. And of course, like usual, I just kind of say, well, you know, if you guys want to see something, that's fine. Send me some money, and then I know that you're serious, because I get so many requests, you know, that are like, oh, can I see this model in a full body cast? And it's like, yeah, sure, I can get it done. Like, there's no doubt that I can get it done. But, I mean, you know, people want to know what they're getting paid right up front, and they want to know what they're going to get paid a decent amount. Models are not cheap. My time is fairly cheap, actually. But, you know, it's kind of like one of these things. I know that I can get the job done. I don't know what else is going on. So that's going on next weekend. I know that Roxanne wants to be casted. So I literally just ordered like $400 worth of supplies. And I just have to start getting dates down, you know, with specific models. And I have a lot of models that want to return. I know. Oh my God, I can't think of her name. It's like, it's not Katrina, but oh my God, I can't think of her name. Dang it. Anyway, she wants to come back and model. She's a little Latino girl who wants to come back and model. I've talked to Roxanne. Roxanne wants to come back and model. Nadia wants to model, but she's not really traveling right now. And then I have like a ton of models that are just who requested to be models on Facebook. And the way the job market is now, people are really hungry for work. They're really hungry for money. So it's like, if I throw a job ad out, I'm just going to get bombarded with people who want to be casted for maybe even up to a week, maybe even up to 2 weeks. I don't know. It depends on what the situation is with each person. So I want to say thank you guys to all of you who helped supported me through all this pandemic stuff. It's finally starting to look like the sun is coming out, right? Even though it's pouring rain out right now. It's a metaphor. You know, I've been like looking for different ways to expand this, and it's been pretty amazing. I know that getting sponsors like, Dunkin' Donuts, you know, I want to get them as a sponsor to sponsor some of my videos. You know, I've been looking for different ways to survive and keep making money and keep this going, and I want to thank everyone who has been a patron of mine, whether it's for the male or female side. I have two, I feel like I've said this a million times, I have two Patreon pages. One is for guys and one is for girls casted. So, you know, this is just a big thank you to everyone who's helped support me, and I am now finally starting to work, which is a good and a bad thing. It's a good thing because now I'm making money again and I can pay for my own bills, and then anything extra is just gravy on top of the potatoes for casting wise. I can finally start to hire back models. I can finally start to buy some supplies. You know, this stuff isn't as cheap as it might seem like, you know, when you do it every once in a while with like your wife or something like that. It's not so cheap when you're paying a model $100 an hour. And then, you know, people always request, you know, these huge casts that costs $200 to $300 for just the cast alone. So I really want to say thank you to Paul. I'm going to try to keep him as anonymous as possible. I don't think he wants to be known. But thank you so much, Paul, for making this shoot happen and really sparking my interest again and getting this done. Um, I did think of an idea earlier this morning. Ambulance. About like doing kind of everybody's doing things online now with video chats and whatnot. I was thinking about if people wanted to sign up a friend. So just either tag a friend below, or my email is caster, CASTER, MASTER 01 at gmail.com. If you guys want to nominate somebody, a friend, you guys can do it anonymously. Just send me a link to their Facebook page, and I will message them and ask them if they want to do a cast. So I think it'll be kind of interesting. I could just be like, hey, one of your friends nominated you to do a cast. Would you accept the challenge? And then I would get in contact with them and then send them some cast supplies, and then they would have to do a video then. They would have to do a video before I even sent the supplies out saying, yes, I accept this challenge, I want to do this, blah, blah, blah. And then they send me that video, I post it on YouTube, and then I send them the supplies, and then they actually do like a casting video of either me talking them through how to do a cast, or like a live stream of them doing a cast, or of them just trying to do it alone on video, and then they send me the video, and then I post it on my YouTube channel. But it's kind of an idea that just hit me this morning. I was just thinking about it. How do we go forward with casting during COVID? And keep your 6 feet of separation and keep things anonymous and keep things really fun. I think it's a fun idea to kind of nominate just some random person and, hey, would you do this? And then, then obviously if they accept it and they go through with the challenge, then they would know who sent them the request. I don't know. And I like just throwing these ideas out there and then reading my comments and reading my feedback. And I realize that, I'm not casted. There's no cast in this video. But I hope to gain a lot more viewership and a lot more, I don't know. I just want to have fun with it. I want to keep having fun with it. And I really appreciate all the other ideas that come into me all the time. But I think this would be a fun new thing. I've never really heard of anybody else doing something like this. So that's about me in a nutshell right now. And I think I'm going to go get some coffee. Right now I am towing. I'm towing cars. You guys can see I'm driving the flatbed back here. Got the 2020 Hino. I'm really excited to be back working. I've never been one to, I don't like sitting around doing nothing. I like doing something all the time. And that's kind of what kept me busy all throughout quarantine, is driving for Lyft, renting my cars on Turo. I want to keep expanding everything. I actually just went and I'm trying to apply for a commercial license now so that I can maybe buy a third car and then start renting out more cars. It's kind of a business plan of mine. I got to talk to a few more people. I don't like discussing those kind of details on live, but I know that if there's a way